Hey, it's D. It's a brand new episode coming right for you, right on the FTO network. Enjoy. All right, everybody, we have a brand new podcast today. I'm talking with a great violinist, DJ violinist, actually. It's Asher Laub. Welcome to the show, man.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
I'm doing all right. I've been looking at your work. I've been seeing like all like the cool places you've gone, all the music like you've been playing. I gotta ask, like, how long have you've been a violinist?
Well, I've been a violinist since I was in diapers. Professionally, you know, since about 2001, I'm gonna say.
2001. Okay.
Yeah.
And like when did you transition from like just being a violinist to being a DJ violinist? When did you put that title upon yourself?
I'm gonna have to say about 5, 6 years ago, pretty
Yeah.
recently. Yeah.
Do you like having the title of DJ violinist?
I I mean, it honestly, it's a little bit awkward. But it's I'm an awkward kind of guy, but it's kind of necessary for people to wrap their head around what it is because there are not too many of us, and I feel like I'm on a mission. I want clients and just booking agents and promoters, those types of guys, to understand that it's a thing and it's real and it's useful. People love DJs, people love violinists. The DJs and violinists don't always work well together because not because I mean both could be really professional, but the DJ doesn't necessarily know what works well musically with the violin in many cases, and sometimes vice versa. A DJ violinist is essentially one person who understands their own repertoire.
Yeah.
So if that kind of helps.
No, I get that. I bet like doing the different covers and like in doing the stitches that I see on your TikTok really helps you perpetuate that kind of persona also, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I guess sort of encompasses not just live mixing and playing the violin, but it's also sort of playing along with tracks. So it kind of a little bit of a broader understanding.
Oh no, I get that
Yeah.
completely. Was it difficult like making that kind of transition? Because I see like you played in Carnegie Hall, you played like in like a lot of different amphitheaters. Like, was it a weird transition doing those TikTok videos from what you usually have
Yeah,
done?
yeah, a little bit weird. I'm kind of rolling with the punches. Honestly, I come from a snooty background of like snobby classical violinist. So I have like these little voices in my head saying, "Oh, that's like unconventional or sacrilegious."
Right.
And it is. It's very sacrilegious and I enjoy it.
Yeah. I would imagine like you would be like a big proprietor, like considering like you are kind of changing like how people see violin. Like I saw you also like on a Segway. Was it in Syria doing a set as well?
Oh yeah, like with a group of Syrian and Moroccan type of vibes. Yeah, that was
Right.
that. Speaking of unconventional, I was on a hoverboard.
Yeah, hoverboard. That's what it was. Yeah.
My greatest concern is getting sued, actually, running over people's feet. But as long as they stay clear, I'm good to go.
You've also done like a few sketch videos where you're in a full one suit and you're also playing a violin and like you just doing like a couple of comedy tracks. What brought that idea on?
Boredom. I'm gonna say I just feel like people they can't really wrap their head around the potential that the violin has on the pop scene and on the dance scene, and it's growing. It's a growing phenomenon, but there's still this like traditional perception of okay, orchestra, classical, reading sheet music, um, and like wearing the skin suits. It was just sort of like a complete and utter departure from that, and doing choreography with dancers was just like one of the more fun types of performances I've ever done. And it's a lot of work doing the prep,
Yeah.
doing the choreo, and it's 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 kind of risky too because it's like you can't see anything. It's sort of opaque, and the dancers too. But
Yeah.
people dig it. People love it.
I saw like you do a couple like handstands, like a couple of flat backflips, cartwheels. Like how did that come to be?
I'm really not that much of a risk taker, but that's one of the stupider things I've done. uh, but it's just to me it looks kind of cool, and
It
I feel like
does.
okay, other people have to feel like it's looks cool too. So
It
I did
does.
it.
It does. It looks really cool. Yeah.
Also, I spent all this time and money in gymnastics as a kid, so I thought, why not apply it to what I'm doing
Asher, you got a lot of hats, man. Right on.
here? Yeah, maybe too many.
you you said earlier that you're essentially trying to change the image of how we see violins. Like what does that image look like for you, like say in 5-10 years from now?
Probably lots of LED lights. Because people need stimulation these days, and that's the
Yeah.
direction we are taking live performance. It's like you see this tiny DJ up there on a platform, and then the like 20,000, 30,000 people out there in the audience. And it's like all you see are lights.
Yeah.
And like the DJ could be flipping eggs back there behind the booth. You have
No
no
idea.
idea.
No idea.
It's the light show. So I got to light up that violin, and that's probably what we're looking at.
Right on. You do have a new album out. One of the songs for that album is called Atlantis. I heard in one of your interviews that you say, like, when you create music, that's your own music. It just kind of just comes to you. And I also heard that you were sick a few years ago, and like you are now, I'm assuming, doing better. But the question is, this album, like, did it just come to you this time also? Was there a different meaning to like this album? Like, was it something just popped to you, or what?
So yeah, sick is an understatement. Um, I um, I've been inspired by music. Music has been like a source of inspiration for me, and has sort of been my way of expressing a pretty turbulent few decades for me. And Atlantis sort of has culminated in this like sort of represented the last 2 decades. So the highs and the lows, if you listen to the song, starts out pretty ominous, pretty dark. Which essentially, I mean, I want the listener to sort of interpret what that song means to them. There's a reason why there's no lyrics to it. I'm not telling them what to listen to, but what was going on in my head was essentially the cyclical nature of life. And when you start out, the pretty tough moment. In my case, I was in a wheelchair for many months, adrenal insufficiency.
Wow.
And then I got out pretty much miraculously, and a whole lot of effort. And things start to reach a climax, and I kind of realized that when I was kind of playing with my 2-year-old daughter, and like things felt great just a few months ago. I thought back on like again the cyclical nature of my life, and how I guess that's sort of this the what many people experience.
Yeah.
And the unpredictability of life, and you sort of roll with the punches and you enjoy life as it comes, and you just sort of weather the storm also. And I guess that's where Atlantis came. That's where kind of got inspired. That was the spark.
Right on, man. Wow. That's inspirational. Like, I'm glad you're better. Like, it's always nice to have that inspiration from your family too. So, like, right on.
Yeah, thanks. It's there's always maintenance going on. Like I have to be very much aware of my health, so I don't regress. But I've been good for a good, I'm going to say 8 years. I've been healthy, busy with music. Really grateful for that.
Well, I'm here. Hopefully, there's many more of good years for you, man.
God willing, hopefully.
You yeah, absolutely. You I gotta ask this question, and it's gonna be like a cliche kind of trophy kind of question, but like, there was one musician out there that you can jam with, you can make an album with, like just one song, like a gonna bop. Like, who would that one person be?
I don't think it would be one. It's hard to. I'd have a lot of trouble with that. There are too many
Wow.
musicians out there I just really admire. John Mayer, Lindsey Sterling, David Garrett. I probably mentioned them too much. They should be paying me commission for mentioning them.
Right
pay up,
on.
Lindsay.
I like it.
Yeah, there's also a bunch of smaller artists who I actually don't want to mention, because if they check out this podcast, they're gonna be like, "All right, how much do you want to pay?"
Let's get it done, Asher. Yeah.
Yeah. I am I'm always on the lookout for collaborations, arts collaborations, and that's really how you kind of push the boundaries of your own music.
Yeah, you gotta get outside your
And
comfort zone. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And it's always an adventure. And I'm actually in the middle of two collaborations. I'll send you the links when they're actually out. But very excited. Both are singers at the moment.
Okay.
Um,
Is
so
that rare for you working with singers?
um, it's rare actually coming to a deal that works with a singer that's extremely talented that I worth a mutual admiration where things
Mm,
have really worked out. So yeah, two pretty cool situations, both American singers. One of them is going to be a vocal version of Gratitude, which is on my channel, the instrumental. This vocal version is pretty cool. And another one is like an electronic dance type of, not so much dance, electronic song, more or
okay.
less. Beautiful, yeah. Hope to share that with you soon.
Man, and you're pumped about it, so no pressure, right? My
Oh,
goodness.
oh I'm pumped. Pumped.
Right on. What is in the future for you? Like, what can we be looking for from you?
A whole lot more content and videos and music. This is really what I'm doing long term. I'm so passionate about this. Those of you who don't know my background, if you're one of my fans, then you're probably bored to death hearing this. But I have 3 degrees in the sciences, and I say that just in the context of I threw it all away, expensive degrees, to do what I am absolutely passionate about, and I'm just trying to make it work the way that I know that like a stable 9 to 5 would work.
Yeah.
And I've been so far it's been working out. So
It's
knock on
not
wood.
it's not an easy gig, man. It's I used to be a traveling musician, and like traveling around, going different areas, it's a hassle, it's a pain. You gotta keep your mentality strong the entire time, you gotta keep your body strong the entire time, and like the fans really do help. The fans really do help.
I mean, they aren't they the reason?
Yeah, yeah, they most definitely are. And so you can sometimes take that for granted, but it seems like you are full steam ahead and your fans got your back the entire time, man.
Doing my best. I appreciate that you're saying that. It's definitely a blessing. Every single fan that I have, I feel blessed because I don't take that for granted. There's a million opportunities out there for entertainment. There's Netflix. I got to compete with Netflix here.
Don't we all? You've gone to a lot of different places. You've seen a lot of different things. You play with a lot of different people. Any good memory you want to share with anybody? Share with us?
All bad, all bad.
Okay.
No, I got a lot of good memories. I mean, you're saying specifically in music.
Yeah.
Um, I've got great memories of flying out to LA. I used to go there probably twice a month. Um, and actually specifically bringing my wife and my son with me to sort of like take them along for the ride and have them show up to my gigs and just experiencing, just hanging out by the beach and just having them experience my life because it's a little lonely
Yeah.
touring and traveling. And again, like you mentioned, the fans sort of make it all worth it. But there's nothing quite like sharing these experiences with somebody who you love and who loves you in turn, like
Oh, yeah.
genuinely loves you, doesn't just like admire you for being well known or something.
Exactly.
So
That's
that was, yeah, that was a really those are a series of moments that I really am great that I'll never forget, and I hope to do again. I went out to Maui last month to do a pretty cool gig, and I regret missing that opportunity to bring my family because they really wanted to come, and it was like, got to pay the bills,
yeah.
1,000 a night for a hotel there. It's just
Yeah.
too much.
I share your sentiment. I really do. Like I got 3 kids of my own, so I can know I get it completely.
Mm. I love connecting with other musicians who like have a similar life story to me. It's like it's rewarding because it's like okay, I'm not the only person doing this. It's like
Not alone. Not
good
alone.
company.
Because it does feel that way sometimes. Yeah.
Where are you based? East Coast, West Coast? I forget.
I am in the South. I'm in the East Coast. I'm in Georgia. I guess I should say, yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. That was I played a few shows in Georgia, 2006 actually, when I was with my band actually in YU. So I just wanted to throw that in there. It's
Hey, you come back, I'm gonna hit you up most definitely.
I sure hope so. Yeah, it was a great experience. I I've had a lot. I've had so many experiences. I've done about I don't know, close to 2,000 gigs since 2001. So it's just been like honestly, I don't want it to be a blur. So I try to save all the photos and videos of all my gigs and like chronicleize it, whatever. Chronicle my life. That's the word. I forgot how to speak English. Just upload it to Dropbox. And I guess that's what social media is. But
Yeah,
there's stuff you don't want to share, like the nude photos, right?
exactly.
Just,
Always. That's what Snapchat is for. Yeah, but no, I get you.
yeah, you know, like the drunken clam experience. No, you just every gig's different. I like it being different. I
Yeah,
can't show up to the same venues, the same guys.
I get that. I journal. That's what helps me. So no, I get it completely.
So this is awesome. I'm feeling a connection here. That's really. I don't exactly journal like I'm not, but I guess verbally, like I'm recording things and
Hmm.
taking videos and stuff. I mean, obviously, like the big shows. Whenever I do a big concert, like when I was at Madison Square Garden or Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center, those venues, PBS, like those are clearly the most memorable. Mostly for the ego, even it's like it's just like the experience.
It boosts it so much. I saw like CNN, NBC. You got like a lot of different like big name people like hitting you up and like you're going out there and just putting yourself out there. It's got to be a good boost for yourself.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It makes you feel like, okay, like this is the culmination of all my effort. You got to be careful to not let it get to your head because, like, for me, I'm not. I might wake up the next morning and think like, hey, I'm a rock star, and then like, no, I'm really not. I'm just just a musician. I'm doing my thing.
Bank
But these
account
things,
still the same way it was yesterday. Oh yeah.
yeah, no, these up. Like everybody's famous now. Everybody's got millions of views, and everybody's
Yeah.
got like record label deals, which aren't even a big deal anymore. It's like you got to keep yourself grounded and realize that it's really about the fans. It's not about you. It's not about your ego. It's about connecting with the fans, making music for the fans, and then you succeed.
That you saying that makes me think about that old saying where like if you do what you love, like you never work a day in your life. And like I've been mulling that over in my head quite a bit.
Yeah, you hit the nail. You gotta do what you love, and honestly, I guess that's why I do this because even though it's a bit painful at times and it's unpredictable and it's
Yeah.
challenging, it's like it's not necessary. Like people don't have to hear a violinist. Like they need to go to the doctor, they need a lawyer, they need an accountant. And it's just like I just life is so short, and and I didn't really fully grasp that concept until I kind of felt like my life was slipping away. And just having regained that ability, I just realized, okay, it's hard. It'll be a hard journey, but it might be worth it. Here I am.
Wow, you are you're speaking. It's like you're the voice in my head. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I've gone through the same thing.
yeah.
Wow. All right. I got one more question for you, Asher. This is a question I ask everyone who's on the show. Like you said, you've been doing this since 2001, been traveling, been having fun, been playing music, touching people's lives. And like, I gotta tell you, like it people do need this. People do need music, especially after 2020. We all need to get music. But I gotta ask, you've been doing this for a while. You touched so many people. What would you want to say to all those folks who've been supporting you and having your back throughout all of this?
So if you're one of those supporters and you're listening or you're watching, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I try, I don't even think I do that enough. You're pretty much my fuel and my you're my inspiration for music. And I just want to beyond thank you. I want to just like, I guess I don't know what else I can say other than thank you. Just like keep supporting the music. It's just it's something I don't take for granted. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like hyperbole. Like I can hear in your voice. Like it's hard to get it out because like you never know properly how to think like the people who support you because there's so many people who just been having your back and like keeping you grounded. So yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I just want to like give him a big hug, but can't do that.
No, you can't.
It's like, what can I do? I could just give him more music, and it's like I don't feel like it's enough. I don't feel like it's just when somebody leaves like a meaningful comment, like that means so much to me.
Yeah. I get a couple
Um,
of DMs like just like, hey man, I love what you're doing. Keep on doing it. Like it really like me and my kid, we watch your videos. It's really fun to watch what you do. Like it's so no, I hear you completely.
oh yeah, yeah. There's no feeling quite like that.
There is not. Asher, this has been great. Is there certain places you want people like to visit, like to get like the full experience of you?
Sure. So asherlaub.com is the easiest. ASHERLAUB.com. I think I'll send you a link, found.asherlaub.com/home, which is complicated, but that really has a landing page for all my links. You just search Asher Laub on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all over the place. So
Gotcha.
you'll find me.
I'll put this in the show notes, and when I make a YouTube video, it'll be in those notes as well. So like you guys will make sure you will be able to find Asher wherever he is. Asher, thank you so much for doing this, man. This has been a good time. Like I really hope to do this again with you very soon. I got to go through my entire list of people I interviewed and re-interview everybody, because the experiences like this is what make it worth doing conversations like this. Like, so thank you so much for sharing your life with me, man, for sharing with the listeners, and like having your fans get to hear about like, what you go through also. So thank you so much.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Until next time, guys, you take it easy.
All right.
Hey guys, D here of FTL Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTL Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.